Hey guys, how's it going? I'm starting a new series here on how to vlog. I figured why not, because I'm learning here. I'm learning so much new stuff and I figured I would share it with you in case anybody wants to learn how to do this. It's not that hard. There's a lot of steps, a lot of little things you have to learn, but it's not that difficult. So anybody can do it. If you are a landscape photographer and you want to start documenting your journeys, maybe you'd like to follow along. I'll be doing these once a week. So yeah, hit that subscribe button and let's jump into it. All right, today we're gonna go over my first 30 days as a landscape vlogger. It's been quite a trip. It's been fun. I just wanna go over how I prepared for this, how I set everything up, and how I'm doing. So far, I have 90 subscribers in the first 30 days, which I think is pretty decent. It would have been great to hit 100, but my full year goal was 250, so pretty close to halfway there, so not too bad. I'm pretty excited. And I know once I get over 100, it should start bumping a little more. You know, people are reluctant to subscribe to lower channels. So I first started about 3 months before I launched my first video, and I made the goal that I wanted to do 10 videos to learn the process, to learn everything, to get my videos decent. I wasn't sure if I should upload those first ones because they're pretty bad, and they're gonna be. You gotta expect that. It's gonna be bad at first. You gotta learn everything. Even though I know all the stuff about video photography, there's just so much more when you're running the entire show. You have to be the person who's running the camera. You gotta be the person who's on screen. You gotta do all the graphics. You gotta do all the analytics and data, and you gotta do your own thumbnails and graphics, all that stuff. It's not easy at first, but it gets easier as you go through. And when I did my first 10 videos, I was happy by the 8th, 9th, 10th, they started taking shape and having my own voice, my own style. So I wanted to talk a little bit about branding, and the things that I do to brand my channel are I use the same style graphics and the same style font, everything on my thumbnails. And I've already switched them to switch things up, because at first, which I'll show you a before and after of some of my thumbnails, and you'll see clearly that the new ones are better. Not necessarily better, but they'll catch your eye if you're just scrolling through, because they have the large bold font now. I was doing a cool little artsy font that I had. It was the only font I was using for my titles, and it just didn't stick out. And once I saw them compared to other videos in the search results, I knew I had to make an adjustment right away. So if you combine thick fonts with good bright colors, or maybe one of your best images from the shoot, that's a good way to keep your brand going consistently. And as long as everything's looking similar, I think it really helps, because when people see that, they're like, oh, that's, Paul's video or Joe's video or whoever. So it's very good to keep that consistency going. It's just something you have to test, get results, review your data, and then test again. Make little tweaks until you get it just how you want and just right. All right, my scheduling. So I started out with the idea I wanted to do this once a week, and that was to not burn myself out too much, because if you get going and you get backed up, I mean, it's tough to make a video. Like my in the field vlog videos take anywhere from 2 to 4 days to record and edit, and that's a short one, you know what I mean? If I can get something done in 2 days, that's awesome, but if you really want to put some time into it, it can get 3-4 days per video, and that's hard to do all the times. I was doing it once a week, and the first week I knew I wasn't gonna be happy with the speed that things were going, so I jumped up to 2 videos a week. Monday afternoons, I upload a editing or a gear talk or something like that, which I call in the studio videos. Thursdays, I upload my vlog in the field videos. If I have one day to record my in the studio videos, I can do 2, 3, 4 in one sitting, and it's just change shirts and do the next video. So that helps, but the in the field ones definitely take a lot more time. You gotta be there, you have to have experiences, you hope for something cool, you hope your storyline works out. But the in the studio videos, which I've been making because they're more searchable, and I wanted to add some other kind of value to the people who are watching my videos. So if you're into landscape photography, more than likely you're also into editing and Photoshop and things like that. So the in the studio videos are not getting much views or traffic, and that's just because there's a million people out there doing it with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So it's hard to compete there, but I am building a catalog, so that content is evergreen too. So if my channel gets a little more popular, those videos may or may not start to do better, but it's good to have a catalog when someone comes to your channel and can watch different kinds of content. hopefully I can impart some value to you guys because I'm learning all this too, so I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything. I just thought I would share what I learned and things that you can avoid or things that you can do better, or just the opposite. If you guys see something and you're like, no, there's a way better way to do this, then please let me know, drop it in the comments, and yeah, let's all grow and learn and try to get better together. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and we'll see you next time.